You're mucking with Mick. It's been a while since I've posted a video. I've got a bunch of stuff written down on a paper, some stuff I want to film, things I want to do. But like I say, I muck around a lot. I squirrel away and doing something, and hey, I'm gonna go do this, and halfway through, hey, there's something, let's go do that, and oh, a shiny object, let's go over there and see that. Or hey, let's go do that. When somebody phones me up, let's go pedal biking in the bush on our trails. So so yesterday was a good day. I went out riding, and then we ended up later on off in the bush having a fire and hot dogs, and so I didn't get nothing done yesterday. And today it's clouded up a bit today. My lovely wife, she's gone off to work, shift worker. So I got time to sit here before I go out and work on our gazebo. We had a gazebo that got crushed in the snowfall this year, so I have to rebuild that. But things I want to talk about today is I got a Mavic Drone, and I have a Remouv S1 Gimbal. They both arrived here, say, within the last month, and I've been practicing with my drone and my gimbal. I'm not doing any unboxings because everybody does unboxings. There's like YouTube's full of them, and so is the internet on other sites about unboxing your drones or your gimbals or your cameras. But what I want to talk about in the drone is the size, the comparison. So you see on there, like when males talk about fishing, they always talk about how big their fish is. This is like 6 inches or 12 inches or 15 inches. I had a 22-pound spring salmon. And when it comes to Mavic drones, all the males go reverse. They talk about how small their drone is compared to the Phantoms and the Karmas and things like that. Well, they talk in metric. Canada, where I live, is metric, but I am kind of old school. I grew up under the inches foot system before they went to the metric. And so comparison, easy mode for people. Your typical 2x4 for construction. This is cut down to 8 inches by 3.5 by 1.5 inches thick. What that's in metric, I don't have a clue. Like I said, I'm not metric. But you put your drone to it. Fits perfect. So your drone is actually 8 inches by 3.5 by just a bit bigger, 1.5 inches, about 1.75 inches thick. You know, and they talk that you can put your drone in your pocket. You see the Karma do that. They talk about this is so small you can put it in your pocket. Well, I'm a bit of a redneck. I wear jeans all the time. I have ordered a utility kilt out of Seattle. This would fit in that pocket because it holds like 20 beer, those kilts. But unless you're from California, you wear silly ass Dockers. It might fit in those pockets, but a jean, it's not gonna. Your controller's not gonna fit either. You'll break your handles off. On my Mavic, you can see that yellow dot. It goes around the button on the battery. It says Remouv Gimbal on it. That's not my idea. I got that off the internet. I saw a drone with that. I went down to my local sign shop and had them print these out. It was about $1.33 each one. They made me 11 I think it was. So I paid $11 for it, or I think it was 8 for $11. So I have my 3 batteries have those dots on it, so I don't forget my gimbal when I squirrel away. So that's just a comparison. I wanted to show you actually how big this was compared to a 2x4, which, you know, it's easy to put into comparison then instead of just saying it's this big or this big. And it will not fit in your pocket. Nice little backpack. Works well with it. The other thing I received was my Remouv S1 Gimbal. Now this is a really cool little tool for smoothing out your shots. I'm running beside my wife with this in pan mode, and I did a comparison then with a stick. I put it on a selfie stick and ran beside her a couple times just to get different shots. One of the shots I have a drone view of her flying over top. I was just practicing with my follow active track, but we'll talk about that in a bit. With the gimbal, there's 3 modes. You have 3 modes, pan, follow, and lock. The pan mode is when you swing, the camera will swing with you. It just turns a little slower. It smooths out your moves up and down. It stays flat, but it smooths out your moves. The follow mode, as you tip or turn, it'll turn. So when you tip your camera forward or your gimbal down, the camera will slowly follow it down. It won't stay in the perfect horizontal view. And then you have the lock mode. It doesn't matter where you move it, it will always face forward. It's straight, it'll stay straight. So I've been mostly playing in the pan mode right now, understanding the scenes that I'm shooting. One of the things I have learned though, once you get it set where you want it to be, you have to adjust your camera just by a little bit of turning it to get it that flat level. Because if you start your gimbal in a slope, it'll actually be off on a bit of an angle. It's a really cool device. Like I said, I have a Hero 4 Black in here. I have a lens cover on my Hero 4 to protect the lens. So the lens cover is just a little bit bigger than the housing. There's a bit of a lip on the housing you put your camera in from the rear. So I just had to put it on my drum sander and just take a little bit of corners out where the round lens cover fits to make it fit better. And I like this gimbal. It's going to be cool. I ride in the bush on my pedal bike a lot, so I got the chesty mount attachment for it and the head attachment. I want to see how it works out. The last thing I want to talk about is I have a Sony Handicam. Well, I didn't know I have it, but I have it. It's I had it a long time ago and I thought I lost it. My wife and I travel on our Harleys a bit, and I thought I lost this camera. She was cleaning some of my stuff up, one of my messes, I guess, when I left my bike stuff laying around, and she found my camera. The camera's been missing, I think, for 6 years. We had a wolf cross dog, and I got that on this camera, so I'm kind of glad my wife found it. I can pull some of those pictures up, some of that film up of that dog. He was a good dog of mine. He was a rescue dog. Maybe I'll post that. So that's about all I got to say is about my gimbal, my Mavic. You've been mucking with Mick. Stay safe, and we'll see you around.